Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel Boomy Reactions. For those of you who are new, my name's Boomy and thank you for watching. Now today guys, a treat for all you anime fans, and I'm sure there are very many. Today we're going to be watching a character, not a character, this is an anime analysis. So the analysis is of Gunslinger Girl. So I have not seen this anime. I'm going in completely blind. I've not heard of the anime because, as you know, there's a handful of anime that I watch that I do really enjoy, but I'm not totally immersed in the anime universe yet. I want to be. Tell me, which ones should I start with? Which ones do I need to watch? Guys, let me know in the comments. But yes, so this is another anime that I've not heard of before. No idea what the plot is. I have no idea whether this is a entirely fictional universe, if this takes place in this timeline. I have absolutely no idea. So today's video has been requested by one of my lovely patrons. This is from Pedro. Thank you so much, my lovely. Now Pedro says, another great analysis from the Anime Detective channel. Yes, the last one that I watched, it was the it was Yojo Senki, or as I have seen it advertised through Crunchyroll before I started watching it, this is the Saga of Tanya the Evil. Anyway, I digress. This is not what this video is about. Okay, Pedro says, so this is an anime of a dark and, this is the analysis of a dark and sad anime, but most importantly, it's spoiler free. Thank you very much for considering that, Pedro. It's the last one I watched. There was a character analysis of Doflamingo from One Piece, which I'm way behind. I'm arcs behind. A few spoilers, but you know what? With an anime that's got that many episodes, I'll probably forget the spoilers by the time I actually reach this this arc. So it's not too bad. And I kind of just see them as, you know, storylines that you're excited to get to, because even though it's spoilers, I don't know, it's kind of like, oh, you got this drama to look forward to, and it's going to be amazing. So I don't mind spoilers too much, as long as they don't spoil the entire series, you know. So that's good. So let's crack on with the video, guys. And if you are enjoying these reactions, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, my lovelies. If you're interested, I have a Buy Me a Coffee account. That link is over here. And if you'd like to help support my channel any further, I have a Patreon account, and if you want to check that out at all, that link is in the description, just below there.
How many children does it take to kill a political dissident? Trick question 1.
Oh, I was going to say 23.
From the anime that brought you tragic cyborg lollies before it was cool. Gunslinger Girl is a PTSD simulator set in a country whose modern events of cultural significance are mashing wheat paste into cardinal shapes and doing a little trolling with the funny-faced German man. Created in the ancient age of 2002. A magical time before Japan ran out of feasible anime titles. But after that one bearded guy...
I love the anime titles. I love the ones that are really, really wordy and basically summarize the entire plot line within the title. And it's like 20 words long. I love that. Like the time I was accidentally reincarnated as a...
From Saudi Arabia. Now, I'll say it before you ask. Yes, this show has the approximate social presence in the modern anime landscape as phrenology does outside of an incel meetup. However, I don't care. And the beatings will continue until you give neurologically conditioned child assassins a chance.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, you do you. Anime detective, yeah. Don't care. You do you. Okay.
Written by Ada, the show follows the Social Welfare Agency, a progressive branch of the Italian government that embraces late-term abortion of political undesirables. The mafia, separatist militants, terrorist furries. The political situation in Italy is like a multi-layered cake of IEDs, and the answer is arming children.
I don't think that's ever the answer. Oh my god. Oh, so it tells you this is going to be quite the crazy anime.
As a non-ageist, modern organisation, the agency equitably employs child assassins to do government wet work, ethically sourced from the local tragic backstory registry.
Is there a reason why they specifically employ children as assassins? Is it that they're not suspected? If you're looking out for someone who's gonna, you're not gonna be thinking it's a child under the radar.
Furthermore, a robust medical insurance policy of cybernetic limb replacement ensures disadvantaged child workers are able to meet government kill quotas. I discovered the anime at school while casually listing myself on the FBI no-fly list by googling guns, girls, school, and how to build pipe bombs to make Trent stop stealing my goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Not the wisest combination of searches.
Back then, I was a naive little femboy who had no concept of anime beyond Rosen Maiden and Bible Black. So, I fell into Gunslinger hard, and came at
His sense of humor is so funny.
an emotional wreck whose mind swam with thoughts like, how can I buy this? And where is the nearest overpass? In short, for this spoiler-free review, take that biased part very seriously. The cyborgs are all formed into duos, a cyborg operator matched to a handler, a fratello, or siblings.
I am honored to witness my brother's courage.
While a normal anime would have gone, ah yes, make the handler a teenage boy, or worse, introduce a morally perfect savior for the girls to fall for, Gunslinger said no. Instead, the handlers are all older men, veteran intelligence agents, former operators, and ex-police, who
Surely because of their expertise in the field. Surely.
sole responsibility is the training and development of their science school shooter. The bond between handler and cyborg, dysfunctional, ethical, or not, sits at the core of everything the show has to offer.
No. Is it a little weird?
Triella, Elsa, Clyce, Henrietta, Rico, Angelica
Angelica, you give that back!
are all the cutest little murder machine state dollars combined. Though, pointing to a main character among them is particularly difficult.
Oh, but that image of all of them there looks so cute. But they're not cute, they're killing machines.
As it's a role more or less shared by all the cyborgs and their handlers. But the poster child for the anime is undoubtedly Henrietta and her handler Jose.
I've made a severe and continuous
Jose or
lapse in my
Jose?
judgment.
Henrietta serves as a frontline operator, specializing in CQC and eliminating busboys. She's also the perfect advertisement for the FNP90. Instilling in me a love of a gun that unreasonably persists into other media. Furthermore, I now have a burning desire to introduce it in an entire case of 5.7 by 28mm to my local government-run facility.
That is unusual. For legal purposes, this is a joke. That is a very unusual looking gun. Good, different choice, sure.
Well, now seems
Not
like a
that I know
perfect time to
guns.
talk about. Season 1 was made by animators unwilling to let the 90s go. As such, the details put into the backgrounds are excellent, with every
I like
street,
that.
house and hill probably drawn from real-world references. An action sadly lacking in many anime where the backgrounds are featureless gluts of pastel-coloured vomit. Seemingly cut and paste from a $10 asset folder sold by a particularly enterprising kindergartner. The detailed animation of page turning, adding sugar to tea, pulling back the slide of a P229 and executing an unarmed man is all wonderfully done. So, accurate Iranian protest disruptors, as well as painted backgrounds, just about sums it up. And that is definitely the end of our discussion regarding Gunslinger's art. God damn, I wish it was. It's time to talk about Season 2. In 2008, a Faustian bargain with the devil caused the show's license holder to drive off a cliff. The resulting brain damage led to the animation being entrusted to Studio Artland, who proceeded to be inspired by said brain damage and took their entire animation department off the same cliff. Thus, Season 2 was born. I won't sugarcoat this. It's bad.
Really?
It's really bad. It's like eating at an excellent steak restaurant, only for halfway through the place to become a rundown McDonald's in Kosovo.
Oh no, it's not too bad. Like if it kind of changes studio, if it changes hands and there's an improvement in the art style, but when there's like such a huge difference, it's just glaringly obvious and you just can't, I don't know, you just can't accept it. You can't move past the visuals.
A Yugoslavian family reunion. Now, honestly, I'd love to lay all the fault with Artland, and certainly they deserve a lot. But in truth, they simply responded to author Ueda, whose personal art style had developed, or regressed, into a more similar style as depicted in Season 2. So this is apparently the intended appearance.
You are the chosen one!
And no, Mr. Ada is not, and has not, suffered from any form of eye, hand, or brain trauma as far as I can tell. Yet. But, being unfair...
Way too much text to read there. Shall we go back?
And has not suffered from any form of eye, hand, or brain trauma as far as I can tell. Yet.
In reality, much of this was likely beyond Ada's ability to change that much. Artland was, by that time, a failing company trying to spin a profit with the lowest risk margins possible, using a decently regarded title as fuel. Okay, so it can be explained.
But, being unfairly mean to artists aside, one thing that Season 2 does not compromise on is the downright fantastic soundtrack. As a metaphoric nuclear weapon made of violins, the OST forcibly kidnaps your senses and demands a ransom of endlessly looping through your head, like the BTS mind virus, only with less lonely women. Musical excellence comes in many forms, but Gunslinger defines itself with a core artistic direction of strings that somehow make me want to kill myself.
Oh, powerful. I love when, a TV show or an anime, an animation, anything. I love the power that comes from having amazing music there and stunning visuals. It's absolutely captivating when it really just ticks all of those boxes. It's a masterpiece. Oh, but the art style's changed by Season 2. Is it really that bad? Fans of Gunslinger Girl, is it really that bad?
To be more specific, the music has this undercurrent of unease, that everything is balanced on a knife edge. It's the OST I imagine playing at the 1907 Vienna Academy of Fine Arts, while the examiners review that specific year's applicants. The entire Tima series of tracks, arguably the best of the OST, fits snugly into that long train ride but imagining a horrifically dark fantasy story niche of music. But all that said, the spectre of Season 2 rises yet again, as while the quality of the music remains largely consistent in S2, the actual use of it feels shoehorned, as if they didn't know how to blend it appropriately. Kinda like the audio mixing of my videos. However, I must now confess a sin. I watched Gunslinger in the English dub the first time around.
I'm guilty. I could hear the pitchfork sharpening. I'm guilty of this, but it depends which anime. And I don't actually have any kind of rhyme or reason as to why one should be watched in the sub or why one is watched in the dub for me. I actually don't know what makes the difference in my preference, but there are a handful. And then what's even worse is that I get really attached to the dub cast when it happens, or I get attached to the subcast and then you just can't watch it flip reversed. But yeah, I'm guilty of this.
Shame,
but I'm a
traitor.
newbie.
My racist father demanded that my murder lollies better not be in that damn Chinese shit again after he caught me watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I bring it up because while the voice acting for the dub is consistent, Season 2 again drops the metaphorical ball by replacing almost the entire Japanese vocal cast. The perfectly drab, deep vocals of the German handler Hilshire, a veteran homicide detective struggling to understand the feelings of his teenage cyborg Triella, is entirely undercut as he turns into a young K-pop star who sounds just as unique.
What is that?
Oh no. Really? I can't stand when they just, I don't know, when they get the casting. I don't want to say it's wrong because I couldn't do that job. I couldn't sort out the casting for something like this. But there are some times where it's so glaringly, obviously wrong. And I am thinking of a very specific anime. So I love Chainsaw Man. And this is one of the animes that I watched in the sub. I watched it in the original Japanese, obviously. And I absolutely fell in love with Denji's voice actor. Oh my, I think just so lovably stupid. Oh, I loved him. Just made the character. And then I tried to watch the dub and it's like there was just a character personality transplant. It gave the wrong vibe. It was just so different. Maybe it's just a personal opinion, but for me, it was like, oh no, oh, that's a fail. Maybe, but I get very attached to the voice actors in the original language that I watched them, but that one really sticks in my mind. So similar thing here. So they gave him a very K-poppy kind of young voice. Oh no!
What the fuck is that?
Screwing up a perfectly good series. Just Artland things.
So watch it
Luckily,
in the
the
original.
narrative was generally untouched in season 2, though for some people, that might be a bad thing. Now listen, I'm talking to you, Trent. If by some miracle your Cro-Magnon brain has kept you listening till here, perhaps amused by fast-moving colours on the picture box, let me lay out some facts.
You stupid.
Hidden within your crusty neat cave of weak old tangas and suspiciously glazed love life figures, you may find that you cannot stand anything more upsetting than the seasonal slice-of-life anime needed to stave off suicidal thoughts. In such a case, I wholeheartedly recommend this.
I like it for the opposite. I think the storylines are very, sometimes they're very dark.
You should
But no, the series, while not grimdark, leads you by the hand, almost calmly into a pit of despair. So what I'm trying to say
really?
is, don't blame me when you start crying at the travel agency when the Italian package tour comes up. What is the appropriate response to civil unrest, geopolitical tensions, and separatist sentiments? Correct.
Children assassins.
Force. Deep in northern Italy, a growing independence movement, chafing under the control of Rome's heavy taxation, dismissal of their cultural independence, and increasingly draconian crackdowns, has begun to try and advocate for self-determination, freedom, and democracy. Unfortunately for the rebels, this is not Disney Star Wars. In response,
Rebellion
the
is,
Italian
more
government,
graphic.
scrambling to control a spiraling political situation, and increasingly organised extremists, turned from the olive branch to the military scalpel. Not exactly.
No.
But a similar logic, at least in the games. Our tiny tot soldiers have the cutting edge of cyber medics, so much so that it will likely kill them.
Oh!
Yet, like any military contractor will tell you, good enough will usually win out over questions such as safety, or the ethical and moral consideration of utilising children for counterinsurgency operations. Like and subscribe if you too wish to sacrifice for the benevolent pastor state. Family is not easy, nor is it universally good. And the Fratello are no exception.
That clip. You know what? I might miss an awful lot of these clips, but I saw that one, that champion dog breeder from Full Metal Alchemist. That's naughty.
Rico is treated by her handler as a
Stop.
weapon to be sharpened, moulded towards the ideal of a soldier, whereas Henrietta is coddled and shown love and compassion. Angelica, Clyce, Triella, each of them struggle with their assigned bond, just as their handlers do in turn, the girl's devotion being a weight all its own. But choice, as it is with family, is not theirs at all. Firstly, understand that Gunslinger doesn't pretend that dragging kids off the street and slapping an AK in their hands will somehow make an effective soldier. Sorry, African warlords currently browsing YouTube, but it's the truth. The word conditioning
Brutal.
is a lovely term associated with Pavlov's dog,
Yes.
and you're
Pablo,
sudden
stop.
sweating when I post 6 consecutive
Remember this.
numbers. It is also Italian MK Ultra, except they chose a demographic less likely to fight back. Designed to suppress memories and instill pure loyalty to their handler, conditioning is the drug regimen of every tyrant's wet dream.
Is that really why they choose children as the assassins in Gunslinger Girl? That's horrendous. That's horrible.
And the chosen
Saying that,
tool
there
of the
was never
social
a good
welfare
reason.
agency. Fear and hesitation is erased, like so many children sent to Little St. James Island, replaced by a facsimile of devotion and respect for their handler, and an unshakable loyalty to orders. Any order. Ethical consideration be damned. Yet the true horror of conditioning is not what it forces, it's what it leaves behind. For the girls aren't robots, their emotions not dulled or removed, only shifted. With innocent hope, they'll wonder if their handler will praise their efforts, all the while wiping blood from a knife. They'll sulk over Christmas presents, get excited to hear their favourite book, then casually comment on their organs the agency removed. Gunslinger will, if nothing else, constantly have you question who the villains are.
So I suppose the point of it is to drive that parallel between the fact that they are little girls. They still act very much like young girls. But at the same time, the lines are so blurred between what is young girl behaviour and then, you know, discussing things like which organs were removed so casually. Pedro, yeah, I see it. You're right. Okay, so this is a very tear-inducing anime. I'll take the warning because, as you know, guys, I cry very easily. It doesn't take an awful lot to make me cry. I'm a big crybaby.
Baddies.
The term hidden gem is overused. I hear it as much as isekai, beach episode, and please don't hurt me, I just want to go home. Gunslinger, however, deserves a much sadder title. Wasted potential. With changes in delivery alone, the story could have made it a timeless classic, endlessly raved about by out-of-idea YouTubers in various top 10 videos. That said, with a story so willing to sink itself into a gentle mire of depression and a hard disconnect in the art department, I can see a lot of people being put off. But I do recommend it to you, though not without some conditions. Honestly, forget about Season 2. It might not be as bad as the Human Eco adaptation, that being my own personal hellscape manifest. But between the poor animation and voice actor changes, you're better off going straight into the manga after Season 1.
Did they redeem themselves? Did they go back to the old art styles? What happened? Did they go back to the original voice actors in Season 3? What happened? Or was this just not an issue if you watched it in the original Japanese? As intended. Okay, let me know. What's the answer to this, guys? What's the answer? I think I know what the answer is. Or just read the manga after Season 1. I don't know. When I get lazy, it's so much easier to just watch it, isn't it? I go for the manga when I'm very heavily invested and I can't wait for them to do like the next season.
But truth be told, I'm completely biased. So allow me to shed the last shackles of objectivity here and speak plainly.
Oh, no.
Many anime cluster towards key story elements, defined points of good and evil, a central protagonist, and a sense of morality adjacent to the viewers. It's effective, it's marketable, but not what I always want. Gunslinger is a showcase of the depths we can fall to in the name of ideology, vengeance, or even love. An anime that firmly believes moral flexibility is the rule, not the exception. Henrietta, Triella, Clyce, Rico, Angelica, and Elsa didn't deserve what they got, suffering for a government that saw them as little more than numbers on a board, in a fight that wasn't theirs, with feelings curated to the needs of broken men. Theirs is anything but a happy story,
They're just
but to
little
be
girls.
forgotten, that is one ending far too cruel to be allowed.
Right, I accept the warning that this is a very sad anime. And I want to watch it anyway.
Now for me to introduce the sponsor of this video, my crippling depression upon rewatching this anime. But thank you for joining me. It's been a blast sharing my deep fried anime takes. I do honestly feel there's a lot left out of the video, like the Girls Front Line crossover, and Pinocchio. Goddamn, I could talk about him. Probably the best thing out of Season 2. But any further and we'd be pressing 20 minutes of my inane babbling. Now, the comments. There were some parts in the video where there was no music and there was no voice. Yeah, fun fact, the part you're probably referencing was a deliberate choice. A bad one. I have learned my lesson. Probably. You just maybe want to reread the entire manga. Great video. You've improved a lot. Keep it up. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope the 8 other people on YouTube who have watched Gunslinger have a similar reaction here.
I'll be the
Brother,
ninth.
you've got my sub. Thank you, Brother Peter. Endorsement by such an esteemed person has certainly upped my motivation. I'm also on Twitter now, purely for the inevitable moment where I get struck down by the YouTube gods. So go follow me over there if you can in preparation for the baptism of Susan's fire. I've put a link in the description. Next time we're going for a deep dive. A video essay investigation on where all the obese anime girls have gone. And how do we keep them there? How many children?
Keep them gone or keep them in the anime? What? Make of that what you will. That ongoing list of animes that were mentioned in this video. I think he managed to put little clips and references to possibly every single anime. That list just kept going and going and going. I recognised a handful, but again, I'm a newbie. So this sounds like a heartbreaking anime. Is there a happy ending? Is there not meant to be a happy ending? I'm getting the impression that there's not really meant to be a happy ending for these poor girls. I'll have to watch and see. How many seasons are there? Let me know, guys. I know I have so many questions. I really, really do. But I want to watch this one. I'm getting Full Metal Alchemist vibes. Is it the same studio? Is it the same, like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I just happened to notice that reference to the champion dog breeder. Naughty. Thank you so much for requesting this, Pedro. Very, very entertaining video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.